Hey everybody, Amber from the Cheeky Quilters here. So I recently made a memory quilt and used some of the leftover scraps from the quilt to make a bag. And while I was videoing making the memory quilt, I talked about making a bag just sort of in general terms. And so I want to share those videos with you because it sort of is some insight into my thinking processes as I'm going along and while I'm imagining things. The second thing, at the end of the video, I'm going to show you just how sweet this bag turned out. I'm really proud of it. I think it's going to be really cute, and I hope that the recipient loves it as much as I do. So this first clip I'm going to show you is actually me unbagging all of the items for the memory quilt, and I specifically talk about one of the shirts. So I talk about the red shirt in the first video clip, and that's because when I pulled the shirt out, I immediately thought, oh, I'm going to do something with this. I'm going to do something special with the buttons. And so please excuse the choppiness, but I wanted to get my thought processes in for this red shirt. I think it's really kind of cool just watching it back. And anyway, so let's watch this first clip about the bag, and then I'll cut the shirt up, and then you'll see me kind of putting things together. And yeah, let's take a look at that. There's some bleach spots on it, and so we are definitely going to use that, use the pocket. I'll think of something creative to do with the buttons. Maybe a lot of times too, sometimes I've made bags, so I have leftover, a lot of times you don't use the entire quilt, so you have scraps of fabric left over, buttons that you don't want to put inside the quilt, and so maybe I'll make a bag, and so that I'll put the quilt in the bag when I deliver it. Everybody, I just finished Chris's quilt, and so these are scrap pieces that have been cut from different parts, and so as you can see, I kind of separated them into long pieces, semi-long, wide pieces, and then I've got a bunch of just squares, blocks, random pieces, and I'm going to make a bag. So generally, when I make bags, tote bags, I don't use a pattern. I have a few patterns that I use for purses, but generally I use this cutting mat to decide the size, and then basically I double it and then kind of go from there. So what I'm going to do with all these scraps is just kind of lay them out, see what I'm working with, see how I might want to sew them together. Then once I get them sewn together, it'll be super easy. It's just going to be a simple tote with an open top. I'll probably put a snap on the top or a magnet, and a strap, a handle strap and a long strap maybe, and then we'll go from there. So let's see what we got. So I have made the outside of this bag, as you can see. So I used the pocket, and I actually turned it sideways on the bag. So like this is the actual pocket, but like this is the pocket. So shirt pocket really can't be used, but it just adds a little bit of decorative. And then this is the pocket where it'll fit a phone, keys, whatever. And then, so this will be the outside. So before I do anything else to it and put it all together, I need to make the straps so that I can attach them. And so what I'm going to do now is use the buttons. If you remember from the original, video where I was pulling out the shirts and I was looking at what I had some, I said, oh, we'll do something fun with the buttons. So what I'm going to do is actually make it the strap. It'll be a crossbody strap, and so I'm going to use both of the buttons strip from the shirt as well as the end with the button holes, and so that'll be the straps. I'm also going to use the sleeve. So this was, you know, the sleeve cuff here on either side, probably to hold this in instead of using like metal clasps. So that's going to be really cute. Anyway, so let's get busy doing that. I'm just like everything else I do, I don't have a pattern or a recipe. I'm just going to kind of wing it. That's the artistry involved here. We'll call it artistry. Anyway, so let's get busy doing that. So this is the lining. We'll put that aside for now. This is the one strap. As you can see, I needed this part for something else, so I cut this one a lot closer than this one, but that's okay. We'll figure out what to do with that. So what I think I'm going to do, I don't really need it to be that long. I could make it adjustable probably, but what I think I'm going to do is actually overlap it a little bit, maybe by 3. Oh, you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to leave it open and let the wearer decide. So I'm not going to attach these. These will actually be one end will be attached to the side of the bag, and the other end will be attached to the side of the bag, and then they can actually button them to whatever length they want. So, oh, so cute. All right, so on the inside of the bag, I use a gray fabric, which is the backing on the quilt. I have a zipper pouch on one side, so you can put items in there securely placed. The inside of the pocket is again the shirt. On the other side, there is another piece of the shirt with the pocket, the chest pocket, and this one actually is usable as in addition to the pocket. So this right here is 3 pockets, 1, 2, and then 3, and then again on the other side is the zipper. I think it turned out really cute.